Welcome, and we continue our journey of building a DBML parser in C++. And in the previous episode, we managed to parse single line strings, like with single quotes, with double quotes, and with backticks. Let's see what we got. We run it, and the file looks like, oh, sorry, that's DBML. And this is like this. We have a lot of things here. We have a lot of comments. We have a multi-line comment. We have different things here like strings with spaces and stuff, and also those backticks here. So yeah, and you see it's all parsed. So we got comments, and we got strings, even empty ones. We got multi-line comments and stuff. So we're doing pretty well. And before trying to implement something next, I would probably look into how it is now structured and maybe clean things up a bit. If we go into, now it's all in this one file. You see in our tokenizer class, there's a lot of methods, but we basically use them once somewhere. And I would like to maybe clean things up a bit and probably just move all those implementations for now into this loop, maybe, or just rename them. So we have a just distinct method for parsing a multi-line comment, method for parsing single line comment, and so on. So, and maybe just merge parsing a string. We have those three types of strings. Just parse all of them with one call, but then when we would need some, like, for now we just see out them. When we would need to really store them, we would use this first character, the quote, to determine which type it is, because we might really distinct between what type of strings we might have where, because those have different meanings in DBML. Yeah, so we already have this consume string thing, and this is good. But let's really then try to merge it. Or at least rename those things here. So, because if we look into it, we won't use those. We won't use those more than once. For example, consume till 2 characters, we use it only for multi-line comments. And there are no other things that we would use it for. We might have something like consume till 3 that we would use for multi-line strings, but it's again a separate thing, and we would use it only once. The same for other things, like we might have something like consume while, and it would be for identifiers. And we would use it again only once. And for other characters, like special characters, we would only use also some one method or even no method at all. So let's rename those. And I would really, for now, I would keep those consume while, but they clearly would be redundant or would be too renamed. All right, consume till, let's name it consume multi-line comment, like this, or just consume multi-comment. We don't need parameters, and we still need the length. But we are sure we are at those two, or not those, but those two things. We have to skip them. Or we can really consume them there, but yeah, let's do it like this. And for now, let's do it like this. And maybe, just maybe, I would really consume here inside. I don't have to pass this length anywhere. To consume and increment the length. And here we don't need it. And here we just need one. Here we don't need this. Yeah. Now, this is multi-comment. This would be single line comment. Consume this comment. And while it's not new line, and here we also need to change it to this. And now we can just change the error message. Expected. So here it would be expected, and yeah, and we here have something. Do we use it for comment? Yeah, we do. So there would be like oops. Expected. And no, we don't necessarily expect a new line here, right? We just would increment it if we got the new line here. So if big is this new line, we just and yeah, this we remove, yeah, like this, and now we rename everything here. Consume comment, consume multi-comment. And we might at some point want to move those checks into those methods, so they are kind of returning optional. But for now, let's leave it like this. And yeah, let's try this for a second. So and again, my alias run is CMake build and DBML, or no, it's build DBML Parser. Yeah, and now we do run. And we gotten some error in consume multi-comment. Okay. Consume multi-comment. Yeah, I'm using those two things here. Maybe it was a bad idea to remove all of those. Okay, let's try again. Cool, and is it the same? Yeah, it looks like, right? Then let's merge the string parsing thing. So if it is this thing, we might even, you know, change it into a switch. So we say switch this, and inside we say case. If it is this thing, then we do then we have to check. Can I use ifs inside? No, let's not do it at the moment, because I don't remember what can you do inside those cases. They are kind of limited. You can't declare variables inside, I believe. At least in some project I couldn't do it. Right, so let it be like this, but we just have everything here. So if it is something like this, or is backtick, then yeah, and in the string we just pass this option value, and we say a string. Now let's then remove everything else. Yeah, let's try it out again. Cool. Yeah, this works. This is good then. All right. Then what we might do is to consume a multi-line string. And this is only for those double quotes. Let's try to write this method here. It is also a string view, and maybe we want to move it somewhere here. I guess the order is now a mess, but we'll fix it later. So it's consume multi string. Here we don't have to pass quotes. And what we do, we also have this length here. And we need to, let's for now set it to 3, like we start from it and we say consume. So we just consume those 3 quotes. And now what we do, so while peak is, we might do even like peak 2 and those, and peak is, and like the offset is 2, or we have to negate it if this thing or this thing, then we consume and increment the length. Now if not peak 2r or not peak is just doing the same condition here, then we throw an arrow with red color expected and oh yeah, we have to escape all of them. Expected this, and we just have to clear the color and exit. Otherwise we consume, and at the end we and I thought maybe instead of doing all of this we can refactor it even better. So let's see, let's start from this. Instead of the length we would have start. So the start is just the current position, and we don't have to then increment it everywhere. Oh, sorry. And we could just then do start and length, and it would be much cleaner than doing the same. And I thought maybe this is redundant even condition here, but we'll check it later. Yeah, here we also don't need this, and just use start. Now in the consume string, the same. So the start is actually this pause, and if No, we should also always be like on the quote right now, so the start should be just impose as well. So if peak is quote, we just consume the quote. Yeah. I think we might get rid of this condition here. Okay, we have the length, we don't longer have length here. So we just do consume. We might use, if not peak is a new a quote, and we said expected a quote, it would be kind of more clear, and one. And here I guess, yeah, we won't do anything to mark it. We don't need this. We just say consume. We don't need this, and we just do this. Okay, and now for multi-string we say start. We consume the 3. Yeah, and I hope this should be good, and we might also leave a comment like single line string. Let's try. Of course it doesn't work. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I need to do something else. So it should be, we no longer have this length, but instead we have m plus minus or minus start. Yes. And the same here. And the same here. Ooh. Yeah. Yes, this thing works. Cool. This is very cool. Then we might start writing our consume multi-string thing, or we already written it, right? Yeah, we already done it. So let's try to use it. So we say else if peak to r and peak is like this, then we do auto as equals consume multi-string and multi-line string And we might also do something like here, just to mark the start and end of it. Cool. Let's now try to add this string somewhere here. Like this. You know what? We gotta change the order, because now it's treated just like an empty string. So we have to do it before we parse the single line string. So we do yeah. Let's try again. Yeah, we got the multi-line string. Let's try to make it multi-line, really multi-line, like this. Something here, some another string here, maybe a comment. Now maybe a multi-line comment like this. Whatever. What I did. How do I exit? Okay. I don't know how I entered it even. Let's run, and we got a multi-line string. Cool. This is good. Let's check the alignment. Alignment is all right. So we have the output. So just let's compare it. Yes, look good. I don't know how it might get bad alignment, but just for sanity check. All right, we got ourselves the multi-string now. This is really cool. Now what's left is to parse just some individual words and to parse special characters. And for now, let's just use it this way. So we parse the identifiers, the words, whatever, normally. But for special characters, there is a limited number of them. So we have those brackets, have those brackets. I don't know if we have parentheses for something. Do we? Really not sure, but at least no error here. What is this? This is this. This might be like parameter for the type. Okay. So like char something like this. So this is part of the type. This is okay. Okay. We might. What else we might get? We might get those semicolons. Right. So for the identifiers, is there any spec on what might be names? I don't see, is there any syntax consistency? No, I don't see any, but I guess it's just the normal identifier. So it starts with the number or I mean with the letter or an underscore. Yes, because the error is coming from here. It cannot start with number. Yes, cool. But it can have it somewhere here and here, and it can end with it or with underscore. Cool. That's okay. Let's implement it. So let's say string view consume word. Might we have anything like it's just identifiers mainly? This is just identifier of a type, but this is not. So, but we don't distinguish with them. I would not like record if it's a keyword here because it would create a real mess next time on the parsing phase. I don't want to identify it as a keyword on tokenizing part. So we just call it consume word, and we don't get any parameters. What we do, so again, we have the start, and we consume one because we would do the check in our while loop where we parse everything. We would check if it's just an alphanumeric or underscore. Consume one, and the condition would be the following. So while peak is or not like this. We say while peak and peak and yeah, and is alpha peak value or peak is underscore. Now let's do it proper way, or let's really cover it with parentheses and say peak. Basically it does the same, so we can peak is underscore. So basically this is like one expression of or one side, this is the other. If we have a value and it is alpha number, alpha is just alpha, then it's true. Or if just peak is, because we might add parentheses like here, this would be more logical, like, so we checked if we have a value and then we check the value itself. Basically this also checks the value, and I mean everything inside of peak would be executed, so it's not a big deal. So let's leave it as it is, and we here just consume. Now we don't have any extra checks here like those. We just return text like this. Let's see if it works at all. So else, or no, we have one extra if it's all num. Yeah, I forgot it. So if else if the opt value equals underscore, or I guess first we better do for alnum, because alpha, check for alpha is because it's more often that people call things starting with a letter and not underscore. Tables is alpha c opt value, or it is this one. Then we just say auto word is consume word, and we would just print it word, also something to start. Yes, one extra, yeah. Do we got any words here? What's in our test DBML? Yeah, we have some, but we don't get them. Why? Why is that? So if it's it's alpha, let's check then. Maybe it's a wrong function actually. C++ is alpha. Checks if it's an alphabetic character. Oh, I made a mistake. Sorry, like this. One condition. Yay, cool. Nice. And we got even splits, like we have, let's just test DBML. Let's see. The splits are, yeah, right. So this should be a word. Yes. Somewhat cool. This works perfect. Very good. And I just reminded myself, I wanted to check if the multi-line comments would work as expected. So let's edit it and add just a multi-line comment here. Let's do for now something like this. Check if we would get an error. We get an infinite loop. The string, multi-line string is not parsed correctly. Maybe we need it, this condition, to check if we get any characters left. And here, oh, not correct. Yeah, cool. So we parsed it, we fixed it. Now what if, where's my test DBML? What if we put a multi-line comment here? Yeah, cool. This works. Still, I guess somehow we get a new line appended to the file when we read it. I don't know why, maybe like where it comes from. But anyways. this helps us at the moment, but we still have to remember it, and maybe I'll have to deal with it later. And what's left for now is to just parse the extra characters. All those things. Everything else should be just like parsed as a character. So we say, but if it's not a space, we say else if not is space, then we char C is or no, it would be auto C is substring and from pause by one we'll do consume, and we also say special character yes. Ooh, what's going on? Did I miss any brackets? Probably I did. Yes. Cool. Yeah, we got those characters. Oh, and we got even separate numbers. Let's look again at our test. And yes, those are here, so they are not recognized as words. They are just special characters. This is good. This is really good. But the thing is, I'm thinking that, this might be recognized as a number actually and not a special character, because numbers are really not special characters. They should be recognized as numbers. And the question is, if I have it here, can I write no? This is correct. So I cannot just write something like this and like this. Ah, this is correct. So we have commas as well. Commas, this is good. We have to parse numbers somehow, because this is a number, this is a number. I don't know if we have to like this thing between them too much. Yeah, anyways, let's just try to parse any number. Doesn't matter, like it can be minus, right? What else do we have? Like yes. Interesting. We might have anything. For now, let's just do any numbers. So we just support minus at the beginning. We support what? Could we have no? Could we have no? This is correct. Okay. Okay. Let's just for now try to parse an integer. So consume that, and now consume a number. And return this, and let's try to write a condition for it. It would be here somewhere, and we say else if. So if is digit or it is a minus, and peak 1 and peak 1 value is digit. So we parse any number like minus or plus, it doesn't matter. Could we, by the way, have plus here? Yeah, we could. All right. So we do it like this. Then we say consume number. But really we have to somehow check again for all of this. But basically we do just one consume, and then while peak and is digit peak, we just consume, and that's it. Yeah. Yes. Let's try. No. So I missed this brand anywhere. Maybe. Consume number. Correct. Now let's then go here. Yes. Is this unmatched? Yes. Should it be like just like this? Let's check. Yes. No. No. It should be here. Yes. Cool. So what numbers we got? This one and this one, and this is a string. Let's see. Yeah, this is a number, this is a number. Good, and this is inside the comments still. Yes. Nice, super nice. So we parsed an integer. Let's now try to add some signs to it. like here, like here, and let's just try to do something like this. Why not? I'm interested how this would be resolved. Yeah, we got the minus. We got the plus 0. We got separately plus and minus here. We've got one and a plus separately. We got minus 0. Yes, 1 plus separately minus 0 plus some long number. Yes. And minus 1. Yes. So this is as I intended. Cool. This works as expected. Now let's try to add this dot somewhere, floating point. Yes. So while it's a digit, we just consume. Now if peak is dot, then we consume it and just do this again. So okay. Let's try at least if it works. Yes. And this would also work for such case. Because we don't require at least one digit after, we just consume as many as there are. So let's get into our test DBML and add something like dot here, something here. Let's now also do something like this. Check what it would give us. Yeah. And yeah, let's just make a correct number. Yes. 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 Good. Yeah, so this is not, this is just like 1, 2, 3, right? Yes. And dot is a special character. Cool. Yeah, so we parse numbers. Still, we don't support any. Where you go? Any notation like scientific one. Can I just type anything here? Interesting. All right, anything that is something. Whoa, I can literally write anything here inside. That's interesting. Anyways, for now, we would have some restrictions. So it should be a number or identifier or something like this, because usually you would have something like this in your databases. Okay. So what's left to do in the parser is to just now make some token, or not the parser, in the tokenizer class, is to make a class token, some enumeration with the type, and just hold the value. And then we can basically move to write the parser, which would consume tokens and make some structure from it. So, but we also would have for the token to this like check on special characters, only recognize a subset of those, like dots, those things, semicolons, brackets, and so on, but not just anything, because can I have like this? No. No. Yeah, this is incorrect. Okay, by the way, can I have it here? No. Good. All right. But if you see, I would like to remove one thing, and I first of all would remove like those things because we don't use them. Or just a little bit refactor the code, maybe make some improvements. So here we use a lot this copt, and I would just then use char c equals the value. We can reuse it, and here we might do a bit different. So if c equals this and peak to r and just add an offset. Yes. Now here we just say if c equals any of those. So this is a multi-line string, this is a single line. And here you just also aspect c. Here let it be. Let it be. Here we have the check. So if like this. Now if it's a digit, if it's a minus or a plus, and we have something there. And here we check if it's not a space, and we have to remove it. So let's call it special, or just call it true. I don't know. Yes. Let's do a sanity check. What I broke. Oh, I forgot the semicolon. Yes. Good. So our tokenizer is almost ready, although there's still one very interesting topic to implement, and it's escaping, because we do not support any escaping at the moment. Escaping is available in where? Let's search for this thing. Yeah, here is described. So escaping is you can do a line continuation. You can escape like quotes. Can I escape? Yeah, I can escape quotes. I probably can do it. Let's call it. Yes, I can escape. By the way, I can escape those, and inside the expressions, can I escape those? No. That's interesting. I cannot escape backtick in the expression, although we might support it the way it's implemented, because we have those strings, the function to parse a string, and it's the same for all three types, including those backticks. We might handle it somehow based on this code character. We'll see. The thing is, how should I escape? What could be escaped in those things? Oh, not those, but yeah. So if I have it here, it's an error, but like this, it is not. Okay, so I can escape those here. Right, nice. But this is the, I guess we would try to do it after maybe we make the token class. I'm really not sure. We'll see. We'll see, because this is really important thing to do as well. And to postpone it after we do all the parsing, I don't know. I don't feel so eager about this. But really, it's an urgent to start writing the parser at the moment, because what we do is we just parse all the things here. Instead, we might have taken the path where we try to parse the simplest things here and just adopt the tokenizer for it. So add extra token types, add extra methods for parsing different things, and so on. Kind of extend it based on the need. Instead, what I'm doing is I'm just writing the tokenizer to be able to read all the possible grammar here. Not the grammar, but just characters. And then I would write the parser to try to parse everything. This is kind of maybe not the best approach, but I just felt that way and made it that way. So yeah, this is it for today. We've written a method to parse like multi-line strings, and we written a method to parse just words and numbers, including floating point number and signed numbers, except for those scientific notation numbers. And we refactored the code a bit. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share. I know you know what to do with it. And see you in the next one.